Okay. Okay. You are all welcome to today's class. Oh, okay. How is it? Okay. You're all welcome to today's class. It's been a long journey. 15 out of 18. We just have 3 to go. We have 3 to go before we before we round up the course. So for those that missed today's class, they will get the recording. I'm going to make it available on YouTube, and you can always play later. Okay, so I'm still admitting student people. So okay, so today we are going to talk about digital advertising. Digital advertising. So as you all are aware from the beginning of this class, it's all about the course. It's about this course is about marketing, digital marketing foundation. It's about marketing. And marketing is about connecting your business or whatever you have, whether an idea or anything, to the people that will benefit from that value that you are going to create through your venture. That is what marketing is all about. But most times it has to go through some process, some stages before you can get connected to these people. But if you want to make it faster, you want to run fast, then you can run an advertising. It's like you induce. It's like you're adding fertilizer. You want to make it run faster, then you advertise it. So the form of advertising takes different form anyway. But the form we're going to talk about is the paid ad, where you actually paid money to someone or to a platform to get this thing, or an agency to get your message out there. That is what the advertising is all about. Now, so that's actually what we want to do. We started with digital marketing. Digital advertising is actually a subset of digital marketing anyway. So just like we have digital advertising, we have digital PR. We also have what we call public relations. So these are different, because marketing is big. So whatever you can do traditionally, then you can as well do it digitally using technology. But the way and manner is being done is different from each other, because the philosophy or psychology is completely different. It's kind of different, but similar. There are similarity, and the objective might actually be the same. But you just need to understand what is involved. Like I said earlier on, that the game changer when it comes to digital marketing is the internet. It is the internet that changed the whole game of marketing. So when you bring internet into the equation, it becomes digital marketing. So when you bring internet into the equations of running ads, it becomes digital advertising. So that's the fundamental concept. The moment you get that, the rest is easy. So let me go straight so that we don't go outside our scope. Just follow the slide. Oh no, okay. Last week we treated last week we talked about email marketing. So today, like I just want to, the note is there. I want to spend time about talking about email marketing anymore. So we'll just go straight to today's class, so you can really look it up. So we have finished. So technically, this is our last week anyway. So it's all about advertising now. So today we're going to talk about digital advertising. I made it introduction to digital advertising because digital advertising is huge. So it's not something you can learn in just 2 hours or less. But the truth of the matter is that you can get enough information that will set you in the right direction. So when you are online, maybe conducting research, you find a book that will serve as a foundation for whatever you want to learn, because that is the purpose of this training, to give you a foundation and make you knowledgeable and confident to really understand the technologies, the language of advertising, digital advertising online. So when you understand this language, it gives you a foundation. Then you can also take an advanced course, because I've been introducing an advanced course in digital advertising, like analytics, search engine marketing, specific, because there are different areas, different types of digital advertising. Just like we have different types of digital marketing. So we have different types, and then you can specialize in any type that you want. And there are agencies that are specifically focus on one little area, and that's what they do, and they are doing it well. And advertising is huge. Some companies are spending over $1 million, even more than that. They spend over like $5 million, $10 million. I'll check this the data. So imagine a company spend like $10 million a month on advertising, online advertising. So imagine $10 million is a lot of money. So they cannot really take this, not a joke anymore. So they need people with good head, that have the understanding, have the passion, have the energy to help them manage this money. Because it's like the money you spend on ad is not an expense. It's not an expense. It's an investment. Just like you invest money into a property, into a venture or something that you're a business and you expect to get money back. That is the way advertisers think. So when you put money, you put $10,000 to advertise something, then you hope to get return on your investment. So if 10,000, you run an ad of $10,000 on Facebook, and at the end of the month, you make like $100,000. That is a profit of about gross profit of about $90,000. It looks very sweet. So you want to go and gather money again. Instead of running $10,000, you not think that in your brain, you're not going to be thinking that I'm spending $10,000. I'm investing $10,000 to get $100,000. So you think that, okay, how about if I invest $100,000, can I get $1 million or 10x, 10 times of that? Then, even if you don't get $10,000, $1 million when you invest in $100,000, and you're able to get even $500,000. So in your brain, this is working. So you not be running it not like anything anymore, but you'll be running like an investment. Let me gather this investment. It's not a scheme. It's a genuine thing you are doing. So that is the way you approach advertisements. Like is an investment. That's why you find company spending like $1 million on running ad. So that's actually the example I want to give you. Let me quickly show you a link on a page, maybe to validate what I'm saying. Participant cannot see your screen. So just to put out I just want to show that there's a particular website, though I just felt let me share with you that you can use to check what people are doing. This is called Spyful. Spyful is to spy. You can check this website. If you're an advertiser, you will know how much company is spending on advertisements, especially digital ad, every month. It will tell you. So they encourage you to tell you. So when you see that, you can say, oh, this is really good. So the company I want to check is, let me check the banks, like Bank of America, or let me check Chase Bank. So the Chase Bank is chase.com. So those are big company. Whatever they do, all of them do the same thing, chase.com. So is the United logo shows the United States. Then I search, coming to spyful.com. It will tell me how much they are spending on ad. Okay, this is chase.com. Okay, it's telling me that they have an organic keyword of these. If you can see on the right, okay, if you look at on the right, it only show you like, you see page search, which is PPC. They have a keyword that they track of about 125,202. Then estimately people click is about that, the click that people click their ad. In a month, Chase Bank spends $5.717 million every month. That's how much they spend on Google ad, not Facebook ad, though, just Google ad alone. So that's actually what they spend, because these are These are public records, so they make it so that you know it's a serious business. Imagine that's how much they don't tell you how much they make anyway. You can actually know how much because they are public companies, so you can check their public record and see how much they make as attributed to the ad they are running. So why am I saying this? So that you know when we think about maybe if you want to get a job, if you specialize in becoming an advertisement manager, ad manager, because to run ad, the machine could be running, but the human being needs to be involved in managing these ads. So that's what this training is all about. So that you know, if you want to manage ad for a large company, for a small company, or even medium-sized company, you will know what is involved. Then if you are managing ad for your own business, you will know what is involved. That why I show you this figure is to tell you that online advertising is a big deal. Not the traditional ad too. They will have a spending for their traditional ad, maybe like on TV or radio and all that. They spend ad on that. But just to tell you how serious digital ad is, let me pick the brother, which is a Bank of America, and see how much that wants to spend. Bank of America, so that we can compare, because already they are competing with each other. This is a Bank of America, and let's see how much. Oh, maybe someone should explain. Okay, this is for Bank of America. Okay, Bank of America is who spend less than Chase. Bank of America spend like $4.3 million. That's how much Bank of America is spending. Then let me check Amazon. So that associated, I think those are the big spender. When you see company recording sources, you see that their sources attributed to the ad Amazon.com. Because any business that you see, when people struggle with business because we don't advertise or we don't really do our marketing right. But when you see people, oh, you want me to pay money now? Okay, let me see if we run this up for me. First time. Okay, now cool. Can you all see how much Amazon is spending every month on advertisement? Can somebody tell me so I get some feedback from you? Can somebody volunteer to tell me how much is Amazon monthly spend on Google ad? Miss Opie, you are my class captain.
Estimated monthly looks like a $44,810.
No, estimated monthly Google ads budget.
Estimated monthly.
That is 50.
Estimated.
They put the dollar sign.
The 26,000?
No. 26.365 million dollars every month.
26 points. Where do we find that, sir?
Can't you see it on the screen?
No.
Oh, sure. It's on the screen now. Can you see the screen now?
Yeah.
On the right?
Now I can. It wasn't showing before now.
Okay.
It wasn't showing. We need a full screen.
Yeah, I'm on this. Okay. Can you see it?
You said 26.6?
No, I want to see it on the right side of my screen.
Yes, as a second.
65,482.
Is somebody talking there?
Is it the 26,365,000?
No, it's not 60,000. It's 26,365,492.
Oh, sorry. I mean million.
Eh?
I meant to say million, sir.
Yes, $26 million, $26.3 million. What I'm trying to say is that is how much a company is spending every month for online advertising. So that just tell you that it's a big deal. That's actually what I'm trying to say. So if I get $26 million, I'll go and retire. So that's how much they spend in a month. Anyway, so that just to show you that. Can you still see my screen? Hold on, it's still screen. Do you see my screen? Opie, class captain. Opie?
Yes, sir.
You see my screen?
Yeah, today's class.
Okay, good. Thank you. So we are moving to the next Okay, I think I've covered this. What is now? I want to break it down. What is advertising? Not even digital advertising. What is advertising? Advertising is a form of marketing communications that employs an openly sponsored, that is the word, openly sponsored, non-personal message to promote or sell a product, service, or idea. So advertising is the process of, I think that is the second definition. So that those openly sponsored, that is the sponsored is a form of payment, not just that, it's a form of payment that you do. That is what really make it advertising. So it's another form of marketing communication. It is well, but it involves payment, sponsorship of any kind. There are different ways you can pay, but it's an openly sponsored. People know that this is sponsored, and there are laws, regulations regarding that. So the way people really do run ads, so there are a lot of regulations, there are a lot of bodies, so it has to be openly sponsored. If it's a billboard, you know that for somebody to put your message on a billboard, like on a vehicle, moving vehicle, it's going to cost. It's a form of sponsorship. They're going to cost some. It's going to cost something. So a change of cost of one time. So that's actually that. Then now we have advertising. What are the different types of advertising we have? So there are different types of advertising. Some of the most popular form of advertising are print, broadcast, direct marketing, and digital advertising, which is digital advertising. So print is a form of digital advertising that uses newspaper, magazine, brochures, or other media to promote products and services. So it's like maybe like New York Today or this Dallas Morning News. All those newspapers like Green Sheet, these are newspapers. Like in Nigeria, this Guardian newspaper, Tribune newspaper. And this newspaper, they get to the hand of a lot of people. People buy them. And then people buy them, and these people are your likely target, people that you are targeting. People that read those papers, they are the kind of people that you want to reach with your business. Then you can advertise on those newspapers. That is called print advertising. You go to agency or the newspaper, I want to advertise on your newspaper, they will collect your hard copy, your message, your flyer, they put it there. Even within the print media, like a newspaper, they have different sections. Maybe there are sections for children, sections for youth, sections for technology, or something that they come out at or a form of advertisement that come out on a particular day or time. Then okay, maybe on Tuesday. I remember like in Nigeria then, who's that? On Tuesdays in Nigeria, we have maybe IT. Then if you are targeting people that love IT, then you can actually run your ad on Tuesday. So those are just a distraction. That's just by the side. That's just for print. That's for print advertising. Then we have broadcast. It's a form of people use televisions or radio to promote products. You just broadcast to the air. That is it's still part of traditional ad. On TV, you can run ad on TV or show whatever, or radio. Those are broadcast media. Then we have direct marketing, which is a form that uses one-on-one, like a postcard and other form of direct marketing anyway. So those are traditional way. Now we have digital advertising. Digital advertising is a form of marketing that uses the internet or the electronic device to deliver promotional message to its target audience. When I say other electronic device, it can be like maybe like even including mobile phone or different kind of stuff, which is digital anyway. The internet, most of the time, internet is involved to really serve those platforms. So that is the digital advertising. So today's class is going to be focused strictly on digital advertising. So I believe you're all following me. Now, I think you can see from this diagram, we have different type of advertising and all that. Okay. Now, before we go further, because we want to talk about digital advertising, what are the benefits of digital advertising? To be honest with you, it's a very cost-effective way to reach a wide audience. very effective way to reach a wide object. Let's say you want to reach people in, you have a message. You want to reach people in China. Within the net, oh wow, I didn't put my charger on. Oh, the place, laptop, reconnect to the charger. Oh wow. Oh, I thought I left my charger at home. Sorry, but I didn't connect my battery to my laptop battery because you can run it on that one to the power source. Okay, I think it's adjusted now. Okay, I'm so sorry, please. I did remember to connect my laptop charger to the power source, and I've been using it for like 4 hours now. So now, let's say you want to reach people in China with a special message, particular audience. How do you do so? You can quickly go to Google. Or okay, sorry, let me not use China because that's a different thing, because they don't really use Google in China. They have their own technology. Even Facebook, they don't use it in China. So let's say we want to reach people in Africa or some other part of the world. Then you can go with a message quickly now. You can go on Google within 10 minutes. You run ad. You finish running ad, then you can run the ad. The Google will begin, or Facebook will begin to show them those ads just right now, just because it's just right now, and you don't have to spend a lot of money. You could say, okay, maybe you just want to spend $50, and you can reach a lot of people in Nigeria or Ghana or any part, and you are in the United States or any part of the world. It can only be possible through digital advertising. It will not have been possible through any other means apart from that. So that's actually why these are some of the benefits. It's very costly way to reach a wide audience. Then you can target to reach specific customer groups. That is a good thing about digital advertising. It's all about targeting. So, which is not possible with other traditional ad. Maybe you are selling a piece of real estate. You want to target people that are Nigerians that are in diaspora, that makes over $100,000 a year, and they are between the age of 24 and 35 or 45, any age range, that are married, that have this, that you set the profile, that people that you want to target, your ideal customer target. You can target them, lesser target, and tell Google or Facebook or LinkedIn, show my ad to them. You design the ad with landing page, with the action they're going to perform. You can do that very cost effectively, without spending a lot of money, without wasting your ad, making people that are not supposed to see it. It's only people that want to see your ad that they meet those criteria. Those are the only people that will see it. But if you run an ad on the radio, even people that the ad does not concern, they will be listening to it, and it's going to confirm. Maybe you get like 5%, but this one, 100% of people that are going to, almost 99.9% of people that are going to see your ad are the people that fall within your target, within the criteria that you have set. So that is the good thing about the benefit of digital advertising. Okay, you can use it in an emergency cases if you have a product recall or crisis. If there's a crisis that you need to reach people quickly, digital advertising will be your best options. Then lastly, and not the least, it can be used for branding and building your brand reputation. Now, your name has not been, branding is, it's part of the process of marketing, like getting known, and they know you in a particular way for good. That is actually branding, and you create kind of, they hear your name, oh, what is this talking about? Maybe you have a business. What is the business? Flourish. That is the brand name. Then you want to promote that. You want to build the brands. You want to create a brand awareness and brand reputation, so that when they hear you, brand reputation. So that one, when you have the money, the resources, you can do that very quickly. But if you allow it to go through the organic process, it might take some time. That's why I call advertising like fertilizer in agriculture. You want to make things, you want to induce this whole process to run very fast, then you advertise. So those are the benefits that we should keep at the back of our mind, and then we move to the next stage. Then we have different types of digital advertising. I want us to, because the purpose of this is that if you don't know something, you just be wasting your energy on something that is not relevant. So now that's actually the different types of digital advertising. This one can divide into three main categories. Because with each category too, there are other types within them, and people specialize in each of those types anyway. So the first type is search engine marketing. Search engine marketing. The other type is display advertising, and the third type is social media marketing. You see, if you look on the right, I have different types like email marketing, content marketing, pay-per-click, search, electronic. All of them, they fall within these three categories. So these are the areas that, okay, if you want to go, like we have digital advertising training programming, if you want to work, seeking for a job, most of the companies are going to hire you. They're going to hire you for a specialization, for a specialist area. You could be specialized in search engine marketing, which is different from search engine optimization. So they call it, we don't really call it search engine advertising anyway. It's called search engine marketing for simplicity. So I'm going to show you the example of what this means online before you start doing your own, you start running your own advertising. So search engine marketing, which ads are delivered based on search queries. It can be used by advertisers who are traveling from. Then we also have display advertising. So it's another place of promoting product, use an online paid ad based on relevant search account on BlackBuddy. This one, I'll show you all those examples. It's better shown than described. We have the social media advertising. It's another type of advertising that utilizes social media network. I'm going to show you. Now, let me show you the practical of this by switching from this stuff to the Google. So now I think we're on search engine marketing. Okay, let me go on Google now, because when it comes to advertising, when it comes to search, it is Google that we talk about. So now what do I want to, like I said from the beginning of this class, that Google business, people go to Google to find business, people that have problem, that have a need. They go to Google and actually find a solution or solutions to their needs or their problems. So now that is the mindset. Now you as a business, you have to position yourself on Google. You put yourself on Google, which we did the last class through the Google business, one of our classes, how to set up Google business profile. Then a customer, a user that has a need will come to those websites, to Google, and actually want to find something. Then in the process, we're going to see how the search engine works. So so I will not interrupt this class. Let me use an example. Let's say, let me say, I'm looking for a caterer. Maybe somebody came to, that was the example I used the last time. Maybe somebody come to Dallas area, is now looking, it comes on Google, say, I'm looking for best restaurants. Okay, no, maybe you have a friend or you want to take them, or these are something that are hard to find. Maybe you are looking for a five-star restaurant in Dallas, Texas. 5-star restaurant. Okay, 5-star restaurant, Dallas. Okay, that's really good. So I don't want to make it limited to like African restaurants that sit there where, because African, we don't really advertise anyway, and we don't really get it. So let me use a 5-star restaurant, Dallas, Texas. Dallas, Texas. So anybody starting, so there's a, okay, there's a best star. Okay, I think that best star suggestion. Okay, the best 5-star restaurant, let me use the best 5-star. Okay, cool. So you see the result that come up now. When I search this thing, this is the result. See, when you look at the first one that came up now, this is from the Google map. It's called the Capital Grill, Eddie this, that when, okay, now I'm going up, all these ones are free, because by law, any ad, they have to put ad there. These are organic ranking. Then keep going. People ask, how come there's no ad? Well, how come there's no, okay. Based on recently search, let me see the more places. Okay, cool. So ad come in different. You see on the right, there's an AD, Chili's. It's a good restaurant. That's an ad. That person paid to be at that position, Chili's.com. He pays to be at that position. Then you see other one that this one is closing at 6 p.m. This one, this and all that. They are not really advertising. Okay, let me just for let's say I'm looking for credit card. Let me do another search. Let's say, okay, let me say credit card for bad credits. Okay, credit card for bad credits. Okay, so this is the kind of like I'm looking for maybe someone that has a bad credit, there is looking for a credit card to rebuild one's credit. That is the problem the person has. There is looking for a solution, company that have a solution for that. So when you look at this result that came out now, Google says about 553 million results. So imagine credit card for bad credits. On Google database, there are 553 million. So you cannot even search all of them. So people focus on the first page anyway. How many pages they can we get? Okay, we see over multiple pages. Now most people going to focus on this first page. How can you? The question is that for a business, how can your business come up? Anybody that do this, they will just click on this capital one. Pre-approval for card option for bad credit. They already run that is an ad. By law, somebody must show that it's an ad so that people don't feel that they are being deceived. Because people that spend money, they have to use some psychology. And those psychologists, marketing psychology, they are very deceptive. So you need to be very smart before you know that these people, they are deceiving you, to consider what not a good product. They will tell you it's a good product because they pay Google money, and Google too want to justify that they pay money. So the advertising law act, government is regulating advertising to protect the innocent citizen so that they will not fall a victim. So they have to show it there that is an ad, so that you are running an ad because this person pay money for it. So that is why Google is returning it. It's not because of their quality of information or solution that they are offering. It's an ad. So it's more like a disclaimer so that you know it. So that's an ad. Then the second one is credit builder. That's also an ad. So that's an ad. That's a digital ad. There is a search marketing ad, because I only saw that ad when I conducted the search. That is what makes it the search engine marketing ad. Then you see the other ad there. All these are okay. This is the only one. This is bankcrate.com. That it is not an ad. It is organic. It is based on the relevancy of your search query to the content of the website of these people or their history or whatever, based on Google judgment. That is why they brought that one out. So if you are a savvy internet user, you will not going to click ad if you are looking for something, except you have no choice. That's why you click on ad. So I'd rather click the organic one, not the ad. The organic one does not have an AD around it, so I'd rather click this. But now it's not about, well, I think it's not about browser anyway. So the people also ask, these are other questions just to engage you. So that to educate you more, Google put this thing on there. So you see those ones, okay, these are articles from Forbes written 5 days ago. These are not ad. These are just SEO, search engine optimization. Because those content were optimized for search engine. That's what they came up on the first page of Google. Then you see toward the bottom, then you see the ad again. You see ad again, you see ad again. So those people, they pay money for it. The related searches you put there. So that's what we call, that is an example of search engine marketing. Search engine marketing. And those search engine marketing can take place on they take place on Google, Yahoo, or any search engine at all. Any search engine at all. Even like Amazon, they have their own search engine. You go to you are looking for something, you search for it, then they run their own search engine marketing, their search engine advertising tool, which is wrong within Amazon. So it's the same principle that apply. Now we have what we call display advertising. Display advertising. So let me show you the example of this display advertising. Let's say I go to Forbes. Display advertising is the Forbes magazine, because that's how they make money. I don't know if they have it there, or maybe I'll use any of our. Okay, go to this. No, let me use a familiar a news website like SaharaReporters.com. Okay, so I come over to Sahara Reporters. I just want to use as an example of display advertising, and so that you know how it works. So you see, the Sahara Reporter, it could be any website. I want to use it. It's a media. This is a media website anyway. So this website, when you come over here, you see on the right here, you see we've striped our revenue. This is an ad. This ad is called display advertising. Display advertisement. It displays. It's different from what the company is selling, but on that top, just like you buy ad and put there, then I'll tell you how can you place your ad there. Okay, the chart spring, they put ad there. Okay, that's actually them. They have come down. That's the display ad they have on that home page. That's a display advertising. Okay, they seem not to have much ad also. Okay, you see now, I think maybe this guy, maybe this chart spring is targeting me or so. Because most of the ad, if they put it there, if I'm not relevant, the ad will not show. Maybe if I don't fall, even if they pay the company, if I'm not relevant to the ad, it will show. Let me just also put on that page and see. When you go to the other page of the website, you're going to show at every page that is relevant to whatever. Okay, you see now, all this thing is showing that because of my history of some sites. I've been to Twilio today, so that's why he showed me those ads. Yeah, he showed me those ads because I have been to those websites. Those are display advertising. It's display advertising. So another strategy we call. I'm going to take it in another class, which we call retargeting, because I've been to that website and they are retargeting me anywhere I go again on the internet. So it's a retargeting but display advertisement. So if, for example, you want to put your ad on any website, which is like a Sahara Reporters, for example, you want to put your ad on Sahara Reporters, then what Sahara Reporter does is they partner with Google. So that through Google network, they go and get, okay, they are partner with Google, so that Google will place the ad. It's called site targeted ad. So they partner with Google, they register with Google as a partner, then authorizing Google to place customer ad, to place advertiser ads on their website. So whenever anybody click on the ad, Google charges the advertiser. So whenever money Google made from the advertiser, it will not share with the owner of the website. So you can imagine the more traffic the website got, if a lot of people visit the website, the chances that a lot of people will go to click on those ads. Those ads are display advertising. So when they click on the ad, they charge Google money. Or even if they don't click, it could be based on impression. How many times does Google show those ads? Because the display of the ad is managed by Google Display Network. So how many times does it show it? If it shows 1,000 times per view, this is how much they charge. So that way, it is the way to work. So that is actually that. But what I'm trying to teach now is the type of advertising I'm talking here is display advertisement that you display on somebody's website. It can be displayed on email, even within your email program. You receive your Gmail, you can see display advertising there. It could be displayed even within a mobile app. Within a mobile app, you can have it displayed there. So, and you can target it, predetermine it, and say, okay, because the good thing about digital advertising, it's about targeting. Maybe you are targeting people that live in Texas, that are Hispanic, that make this kind of money. Any criteria you, because the platform has as much information about you, then you can narrow it down, the kind of people that you want to target, and then you do it. So by the time we are running, by next class, we're going to run Google, Facebook ad, and other class, we're going to do Google ad. So you do like a typical, a sample example for your own business. I'm going to encourage you to create an account. You create a Google ad account. You're going to create a Facebook ad account. Then you will see how practically, how the targeting work. So how to target it, and then you will see the size of the audience, the volume, the numbers of the audience that you can reach with this your ad. Then you set your budget, and then you go. So that is the this type of display advertisement for you, and it's available in every way. So the third one we're going to do is a social media advertising. Social media advertising. Social media is a type of digital marketing that utilize social networks such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn to deliver paid ads to your target audience, even including YouTube, because YouTube is a social network itself. I think including YouTube, then probably, okay, WhatsApp have not started charging display. Well, you can actually run ad on WhatsApp anyway. You run ad on, so yes, WhatsApp ad. You can run an ad on Facebook to target people that are on WhatsApp so that they can bring it to group or messaging you. You can run those ads. We're going to be doing that, with practice. And when you have, so I'm here for you. So that's actually that. But let me show you an example of a Facebook social media ad. Because we're talking about Facebook social media marketing before. Now it's about ad. So, and the form and format it comes. Okay, you see the ad now. You see, I said it earlier that ad is about openly sponsored. You see on the right, all these sponsored. These are ads. They target me. These are ads. Get $1 million group method. This is a high ticket tax and accounting. Because they know on my profile, I specify that I'm into tax and accounting. So that's why those ads are targeted at me. So when you log on, what you're going to see too will be different. You see, okay, you see the hot now. Those are sponsored. Those are ads. They appear on my newsfeed. That's an ad. Your ad too can. So when I'm browsing Facebook, these ones are not ads. These are natural things based on people on my network, my friends, or friends of my friend. I see that. But these are not ads. These are just regular one. These are regular one. These are these. Okay, you see, the click-minded now. This is sponsor ad. Facebook ad agency owner, because they know that I'm browsing something relating to Facebook ad or so, and that's why those ads are targeted at me. Look at this one is not ad. This is for my friend anyway, so there are no ads. These are the kind of based on the kind of friends I have, and then these are all these another thing. These are this. So I think we all understand. Those are because they appear. Okay, this is not ad because they appear on social media. So this one is suggested for me. It's also a form of ad. Okay, so because they appear on social media, they appear on my social media platform or networks. They are considered social media advertising, and that is what some people their business rely on. Is it like maybe you run like a catering business within Arlington area, and you want to let people within Arlington to know that you are there. You can run an ad, set the parameter. Okay, every day I want to be spending $5, $10 a day. Just be showing my ad, because when I go to there, I'm going to set objective. Just be showing my ad to people within Arlington area, maybe within 10 miles radius, 10-mile radius of my shop in Arlington that fall within this category of people, maybe 4-mile radius that are young people that have this interest. You set them up. By the time you finish it, You might be surprised that within the 10 miles radius where you are, and the kind of people that you are looking for, they can be as much as 20,000 people, 20,000 people. Those are people that you can reach, and then you run ad. So anytime those people go online, they will keep seeing your ad. So in their mind, they will think that you are a big company because they see your ad every time. They didn't know that you are just is a targeted ad. You are targeting, it's a laser targeting. You are targeting them. So the smaller the better. Maybe they are like, instead of targeting like 20,000 people, you can target people as low as 5,000 people. So 5,000 people, and then there's a way you do the calculation. By $5 a day, the cost will not be too much on you because it is the number of times Facebook showed them. And by the time you start showing your ad to, maybe you are paying something per, I'll get you the statistics of the actual cost. So you see that those, oh, I saw your ad on Facebook. I saw your ad on Facebook. Maybe like maybe you are doing taxes anyway. Oh, we saw your ad on Facebook. Just like we saw your flyer. We saw your flyer. We saw your flyer. And because I remember when we do taxes then, we print a lot of flyer and we dropping it every homes, like in apartment home. So by the time people see the ad, oh, we do taxes, because that they have a problem. They need to find their taxes anyway. So it's not really, they are not doing any favor. And they find you coming to their door with your ad. Because you are not marketing to them, you are just running ad, direct mail. They saw the ad, they just bring it. Either they call you or they bring it to your store. Oh, I saw your ad. I saw your ad. That's the way it works. Somebody has a question. Ask your question, Ms. Akosine.
How do you run ads on Facebook to those that are not in your friends list?
So they are not your. That is targeting. We're going to do that in the next class on the Facebook ad.
Okay.
People that are not in your friend list. Yeah, actually, that's actually the whole essence anyway. Because most of your friends are not like to be your customer. Like me, I have close to 5,000 friends on Facebook, and I bet you over 3,000 of them are they are in Africa. Those are people that have known me for over, so they are not like to buy. They are not like to buy anything from me. So, and those that are within here, some of them too that are here are not like to buy from me. They may not even fall within my target audience. So I need to really find a way to refine my targeting within Facebook, so that that's where the ad really come in. Even at the time, I wanted to use, I taught you at the beginning of this one of the class how to find customers on your ID customer, because I already hit about 5,000 clients. So if let's say let me combine this with the question with the class I've taught before, how to find customers using Facebook group. So in that case, maybe you create a brand new Facebook account, then you now begin to join groups. And then those groups, say these people I like to be I want this person to be my customer, this person. So all the people that you wanted to be your customers, that you like them, that they are likely for within your target audience, then you begin to send them friend requests, just the same way we did. So by the time you do the friend request for 100, you see some of them. So by the time you build them up to like 2,000-3,000, you see that most of the people that will be your friend would like to be your what's it called? They will be your ID customers. But that was I was trying to. But then there are some people that are not all my customers that are going to be. I don't want to lose my customers. So probably I have, and there's a limit to the number of people that you can do. Anyway, let's move forward. So those are the social media advertising there for you. Now we move into the next slide of the agenda. Okay, now we go straight to. Okay, now what are the steps to? Now I just want to run. What are the steps to advertising on Facebook? Maybe that's similar to what you are asking me now. Everything is followed step by step. So these are the steps to advertising on Facebook. Facebook is the simplest software, simple to use software ever designed by man. Is a fact. It's so simple that even no matter how, you don't even need to be computer literate to know how to use Facebook. Most people are not, I don't know computer, but you don't know computer, you can use Facebook. You're already computer literate. So you have to have the mind that to advertise on Facebook is not rocket science. It's very simple. It's a very software. And now they have built artificial intelligence into Facebook so that the intelligence will be making suggestions for you. based on their intelligence, and then you'll be following the instruction, then you'll be good. But mind you, there's a caveat to that, because Facebook is a business and they make their money through advertisement. So you are not expected to be 100% honest with you. So they can be very deceptive. To spending, you need to spend this, put your card there, they'll be charging your card. And they go, so you don't want to, you also want to know what you're doing. And then most of the time, our advice, if you have not really developed yourself enough, have the experience, and even have the money, is to go through an agency, advertising agency, people that maybe marketing agency that really know what they are doing and they have experience to really guide you. But for those of you that will be this program, you might not need that anymore, because after this training, because marketing advertising is something that is part of your business operation that you'll be doing on a regular basis. Then I'm going to make my coaching program available for you. You join the coaching program so that I will be more proactive. Before you even think of something, I will push it out to you. Oh, this have to do, this have to. So when you see this, so make videos and all that. That is just the by the way. So to create to create an advertisement on Facebook, the first step, you need to have a Facebook page for your business. And to have a Facebook page is free. Any type of business you are doing, you have to have a Facebook page. It is free, just like you have a Facebook account. When you have a Facebook account for you as an individual, then within your Facebook account, you can create pages. There's no limit to the number of pages that you can have as far as Facebook is concerned. So you can create unlimited pages. Then when you have a Facebook page, then the next thing you need to do is to create a Facebook ad account. That is advertising account. You have to have an account. So in that account, you provide your information, especially including your credit card payment information, mostly through credit card or any other means like funding of your wallet or whatever. So you have to have another account where you can fund the money there, because so that whenever you run ad, then the Facebook will pay for the service to your ad account, to your advertising account. That's how you pay Facebook for those advertisements. And then you'll be building it. And as you are building it, Facebook allows you to build credit on them. So credit is that because the way they work is a postpaid. The Facebook will allow you to run the ad first before they start charging you. Because if you don't run the ad, they give you some credits. Normally, you start with $25 credit. So after you have been building $25, that means you can run an ad up to $25. When your ad you have spent $25, then they will charge your card. But by the time they know that, so they don't want to charge your card little by little, they will be growing. On the day you grow up to $500, $2,000, $7,000, $10,000. So before Facebook will charge, when they know you are a heavy user, so it's like they are giving you credit. So that means at times you can work, you may not even have money. If what you have is just the credit with Facebook, so you can run an ad, and the ad will bring the money to pay for the advertisement cost. So it's all the way it's a game. So it's all the way to understand the rules, and then you play according to the rule and you win. So that is actually that. Then when you have an ad account, so the next stage you go is Facebook Ads Manager. We also have what we call Facebook Business Manager anyway. So that Facebook Business Manager manages the entire business on Facebook. But we're going to show you this in a Facebook ad, and then in the next class when we are running Facebook ad, and then I'll show you examples. So it's not really a big deal. So it's a software, you follow, pick the thing, and you know what to do. So when you head on today, you do the settings. Then the next place you go, you select your audience. Audience are the people that you want to reach with your ad, with your messaging. Your ad is your messaging. These are the people that you want to reach. So you now select them. So these are the audience that you want to see. So when we do that, then you decide where you want to run. When you decide your audience, you now decide where you want to run your ad. Do you want the ad to run on the newsfeed? Do you want the ad to run on the messenger? Do you want the ad to run on the site like the one I showed you? Because there are different areas. Do you want the ad to run or even on a display network, run by Facebook? There are different areas where you can take Facebook to display your ad. So maybe the newsfeed, this or this, or you want the ad even to run on Instagram, because Facebook and Instagram, they are the same. they run the ad. You can say, okay, run my ad on Instagram. So that's if your audience are on Instagram, or run it on Instagram, and as well at the same time run it on Facebook. So these are the things. But the real job, the real challenge is in your targeting your audience, because you want to be lazy. Because the more you can narrow down your audience, so the more the chances that your ad is going to convert, the more efficient your ad will be. The efficient in the sense that you're going to get more results and you're going to spend less money. So that's actually that. And then there are a lot of ways to really test your ad. You start take a baby step, you run a little and be learning the process. Some people, that's what they do. They master the Facebook ad. That's how they used to live their life. They run their business. They know this is what they do. They target their audience and they do them. Then you decide that. Then you set your budget. Facebook make it easy. You can even spend as low as $5, $2 so it doesn't have to be all about big money. You can set it like, I don't want to spend more than $1 a day. Maybe for a whole month, I don't want to spend more than $20 a month. Just put it there. And that can be running for you forever. Because you have set it once, then it will be running. It will be running by itself until you go there and stop it. Yes, sir. Then you pick a format. What do you mean by format? It's going to be like it's going to be like a video ad. It's going to be like text. It's going to be like image ad. Those are the ad format. If it's because your format of ad can be in form of a text message, like a text copy. Then it could be image, and also can be video or other form of multimedia like animations also that you can use to run, that you can use as your ad format. Then when you do that, then you now place order. Place the order is like you want to buy something, you place the order. Now, Facebook team will have to review your ad because they don't want something that will be offensive. There are some ads that are not going to be accepted, like you are promoting scam, all this multi-level market, bring 2 persons, bring this. There are some ads they don't accept. You cannot promote something like politics in a way. They don't really accept those things. You cannot promote pornography. You cannot promote anything that will encourage drug and all that kind of thing. There are no-go area. So they won't just allow you to place ad and don't be running out to their user. So they have team that will have to review your ad. Some of the time they can reject your ad. Sorry, you can't. You have to go and review it again. Multiple times they still rejecting you. So there's nothing you want. Maybe some country you cannot advertise there or some things or certain things. So they have their requirement that you need to study. As soon as your ad is being reviewed and accepted, then you now begin to measure the performance of your ad and you'll be managing it. So because that's where you will not going to know how to do anything until you have a plan. That's why I said the last stage of this class is how to create a marketing plan. So that in your plan, you have said, how do you want to be measuring your performance, when the ad is running? Okay, you run ad, how many clicks you'll be keeping track of the data. Let's say you run a restaurant and in your restaurant, you spend $10 a day, or let's say $5 a day. So in there, you have to perceive the view. How many times does Facebook show my ad to my audience? Maybe 1,000 times. Out of that 1,000 views, how many of them they even click or even interact with my ad? Some of them can like your ad, they can share it, they can make a comment. So many of them that have called me. So you keep track of those numbers. Those are your KPI, you determine your key performance index in your planning, in your marketing plan. So you'll be, and those ones, so you'll be managing. So if it's going too low, you adjust it. If it's coming too low, so the management is be adjusting them. Then you can run multiple of them to experiment. Okay, maybe let me use this copy, let me use this one. So the one that perform more, then that's the one you'll be showing more. The one that is not performing, you can keep that one and bring up the one that is performing more. So those are the things like management that is involved. So when you hire agency, that's the job they'll be doing for you, the marketing agency. And if you have to work in an agency, that's exactly what you do. That management, that measurement, that management you will use. So like you see that your company you are working for or your company is not losing money. and it's getting the best, and you are not targeting the wrong audience, and you see that the wrong audience are performing. So those are what the management is all about. Then we move to the next slide. So the next slide is we have talked about because in this course, when it comes to digital ad, the two grandfathers are Facebook and Google. So that's why we are focusing on Google and Facebook. So every other platform, they copy them. So the Google is on the search part, Facebook is on the social part. So because like I said earlier, digital marketing is in two extremes: social media, search engine. Social media, you go there and look for customer. Search engine, customer looking for you. So they are like they are like contrast to each other. So that way, so if I want customer to find me, I want to be good on Google. If I want to find customer, I want to be good on social media. So the social media, I'll go out on social media and find customer. So that's actually the whole idea. So now if you combine being found and being those two, I mean, like customer finding and you finding customer together, it becomes a balance. So that's where Google and Facebook will be your best bet. And then wherever you do on one of them is the same thing. When you go to LinkedIn, it's the same thing. If you go to Twitter is the same thing. YouTube, Yahoo, or Amazon for the ad is the same process that they go through, because it's not they are not the one that invented the technology anyway. So it's the way to work. Anything that is good, people will definitely want to copy it. So that's actually the whole idea for that. Okay, sorry. So let me say how do we create an account on Google? What is the step for advertising on Google? So when you want to advertise on Google, you create a Google ad account. It used to be called Google AdWords, but it's now ad account, Google ad account. So you create an ad account by visiting the website or download the app on your phone, or you download the app. Our advertiser that you go to Google, the link there to create an account, that won't be a problem. Then when you create an ad account, actually your ad accounts like a username and login is the same thing. Username Google is the same Google. If you have a Gmail or Gmail or any kind of a Google service, the same account, the same username and password you use, the same one you're going to use for your Google AdWords account. Let me even show that. So that let me see if I can show you now. So you can go to Google/ads. That's take you. Okay. See, this is a page where you go. You see Google, reach more people online with Google Ads. That's actually what you say. Okay, now what to sign in? Do I tell you sign in? Okay. So we're already signing. We're signing. So we're not, I'm going to give you like another something to share so that we're already signing. That's actually the way it works. So when you get there, you have to find a campaign type. You go there because you want to run a campaign. So within Google Ads, we have a search network. You want to target searches with display network, search only. You see, we have what they call the search. I told you before that we have search market, search engine marketing, which is like search ad, and the search ad is also called PPC, pay per click. So the more somebody, when they display ad, they won't charge you for displaying ad. So until a user click on the ad before you will pay. So and the payment system, how they determine the amount you pay is based on bidding. You bid for it. So it's not the highest bidder, it's second to the highest bidder that they win. So the second to the highest bidder is the one that always wins. That is the way you bid. So it's a different course on its own for people that want to do certification on Google Ad. So that's actually, if you want to pursue that, that's cool. So maybe you already have maybe for example, you already have a degree and you are working in a bank or anything, and you know that they want to set up their internal recruitment. They are looking for people to work in their marketing department. You are already working in the marketing department. Maybe you are doing traditional marketing or this, and you want to move up to digital ad. You don't even need to so you can just go and learn Google Ad. So you watch videos and all that, and then you understand to set up Google Ad, and then you hire you because you already understand the company products and their cultures and all that. So you're going to prefer to somebody else. So that's actually there. And then in that you learn. You just be the one managing their what's it called? Managing their account. So for those of us that are in Nigeria, let me show you a trend. I noticed that like 8 years ago. I don't. Let me see. Like with Nigerian banks, they don't. You see how much all those companies are advertising. Nigerian banks are not advertising. Let's say. Let me use Zenith Bank. Is it zenithbank.com? Is it .com? Okay, yes. Let's see. Is it in Nigeria? Like, okay, let me see if Zenith Bank is Nigeria. Okay, see this is Zenith Bank. Let me see if it's actually the site. The Nigerian Zenith Bank, so I'll be sure. Okay, this is Nigerian Bank. Okay, I think this is the Nigerian Bank, Zenith Bank. So you see, when I went to run it through Google Ad, see, they are spent zero on advertising, zero. They are not spending, they've not even explored it at all. So you see that estimated Google Ad budget by Zenith Bank is zero. So imagine a bank, they are not running, maybe they don't have a clue, or I don't know what is actually the problem. They are not even running ad at all. So that I've noticed that for a long time, but they have products they want to sell to. They want to sell their product all over the world. They have diaspora accounts now that people are supposed to be. Let me even check starlingbank.ng and see what they have, because those ones they are really aggressive about marketing. Searching the Starling Bank. Okay, .ng. Is that correct? Is that Starling Bank? Let me see if I'm on the right website. Oh, sorry. Can you imagine? It's being hacked? Okay, Starling Bank, Nigeria. Let me see the ad. Okay, so starling.ng. Okay, cool. So let me see how much you are spending on ad. Okay, this is Starling Bank. See, they don't even have any history. So you can see that is a Starling Bank for you. They have been online since 2018. I mean, that is the time they have that. So they don't have a clue that they need to do any form of online advertising at all. So this people, if you can check their public record, their financial, you see that they spend a whole lot of money on traditional ad and all that stuff, because that's what they know. But they don't really know about anything about online advertising. But whether they like it or not, one day competitors are going to force them to come online, because the battle is going to be on. So these are the opportunities that are available, for online advertisers. Because if anything that is happening in America, companies are spending $26 million already every month on online ad, and a company out there, they don't even have an idea, they don't have a clue of a budget for it. Not that they don't have money, it's probably they don't know. So they don't know. So that is actually the one I'm trying to show you here. So the data don't lie. Okay, so let's go straight. Then I think that. Okay, I think we're almost done. So I said, okay, you choose a. So you're gonna choose the. If you're advertising, step to advertise on Google, you find a campaign type, whether you want to run it on search ad, display ad, or shopping campaigns or video campaigns. So you want it to be video campaign like on YouTube, shopping campaign. Like, do you know about shopping campaign? Let me show you shopping campaign. Like if I go on Google, or let's say like I'm on Google now, I'm looking for maybe like what kind of thing? Let's say I'm looking for men's clothing. Maybe there's men's clothing. Okay, now if I pick here now, this is what Google brings. So you bring this tab is called in Google Shopping. So when I come over here, that is shopping. So now you see all this company that came up here. These are ads. These are ads for machine. So anybody that come over to shopping, they really want to buy something right now. They are not browsing. That is different between when you go to regular Google display page. When I come here and web, that we see Google doesn't even enable it. I come here. That is, I want to browse. I'm browsing. But when people come to shopping, they want to buy. They are ready to buy, so they want to buy right now. So all the things here is just to what people that want to buy. So you see, show only, buy on Google, available nearby, on sale. So what does it mean is that if you want to buy on Google, that you want to pick it at a local store, like a Flow Flourish now. So let me see if let me use Flow Flourish. Okay, African. Oh, okay. Now I can't even use maybe African clothing store. Okay, let's say I use African clothing store. You see, there is no store, none of them is showing that. You see, most of the African clothing store, you see the buy on show availability now. You see, available nearby. None of the store set up on Google that have. That's why Google does not display available nearby. Because if actually available nearby, so these are the ones that will come. All this shop, they will come up. All this one will come up. This is a nearity because the system knows that menality. So nearity. So if somebody wants to buy something quickly on Google, they go to Google Shopping. If they want to buy it on sale, maybe it's on sale, they will click on sale here, show label on sale. If they want to pick it up at a nearby store, then they will select the available nearby so that they don't have to, maybe you are traveling tomorrow and you need some dress you want to use, then you can quickly run to the store without waiting for somebody to ship it to you. So they have thought through all those things, and these are what people are looking for. You can browse based on the price, this price category, brand, just like it's as if the equivalent of this is actually like Amazon. It's as if you're on Amazon. So now he also features, he also features Amazon there. Seller, this, that, all this to display here, it's an ad. You pay money to Google to be on the Google Shopping. So that's actually that's the type of ad I'm talking about. Let's go here. So, but all this ad type depend on your type of business that you do. Let's say, for example, those of you that are in Nigeria, in Nigeria, a lot of people don't even know aware of many of these things. Even if they do aware, there's no competitions because a lot of businesses are not very savvy. Even if they do, they are not exposed to agencies. Because all this one you see now, all these boutique stores, not that they are the one doing it, they don't have the marketing, they don't have the resource, the capacity in-house. They hire agencies. So most of the savvy agencies, they are based here in the United States. So in Nigeria, you can't compare the standard with here. So that means they don't have access to those companies. So now if you're a business in Nigeria, you will see that if by just running ad, you don't have competitors. And the pricing of the ad is based on bidding. You have to bid second to the So if nobody is bidding, competing with you, you just pay whatever you feel like pay Google. Google will just collect any amount from you. Because, okay, I want to pay 1 cent. That's all that, because nobody's competing. That's how we pay now. Because Google, it's not like maybe like they're going to run out of ad space. Just like on TV. Oh, you want to be on TV. Let's not forget. You want to be on TV. What do you buy when you go to TV? You buy space. You buy time. And you have to be on a time, on a particular program. That is what you buy. You want to appear on CNN. Okay, in CNN, 7 o'clock, that's news. The audience are huge. So you want to be shown to a large audience. So that price is high. So if you want to come in, if you want just to appear on CNN, okay, come at late night. That's why we have those late night shows. So because they are cheaper, people must have slept, but there are some people that will still be awake. So they don't care anyway. So now, those are the things you buy when you advertise on TV. But when you advertise on radio, you also buy time. You have to put you on a time slot on radio. So the inventory is limited because you cannot, it's limited to 24 hours a day. After 24 hours, you cannot do anything again. So on a newspaper, you buy the space on the newspaper. So the space too is limited. It's finite. It has a limit of how many paper ads they can put on those papers. Otherwise, the paper would have been too bulky and they spend a lot of money printing them, distributing them. So they already have the standard. So if you don't meet that, you are limited. You can't fit in. If there is a big or two, you have limits. So now, but when you advertise online, those limitations does not exist. So the other limit is your eyeball. What the Google is saying is your eyeball. The eye that stick, because if I'm looking on a Facebook page now, what I'm seeing on the Facebook page in my account is different from what somebody else is seeing. So we're not going to see the same thing when you open a page. So they are not selling it. Those ads that you see, the same position, the person and somebody next to you open the same page, the ad they will see is different. So what they are selling is a space is your eyeball. So the eyeball, so the more user they have, the more their inventory of ad. Now, if there are users in Africa, Nigeria, and there are nobody advertising to people in Africa, in Nigeria, because if I'm selling a web design to Americans, I don't have to target people in Nigeria, so they are not my audience. So the money, so now you are selling a product to Nigerians, and there are no competitors with that eyeball from Nigeria. So that means the ad will be so cheap for you and just take advantage. That is exactly the point I'm trying to make. So by the time we start practicalizing this thing now, you will get to understand this much better. So that actually come to that. We're coming to the end of this class in a few minutes. So now that is the point I'm just trying to raise. Oh, have I finished that? Okay. Now after you choose a campaign name, okay, you choose your campaign type, then you choose a campaign name, you give it a name for your campaign, then you select your budget, then you select your start and end date, boom. You say you place the order, and then you wait for approval, then the ad will start running, and then you start managing like we did in Facebook. We start managing you start measuring your performance, and you'll be managing the ad. So that's the way it works. So Google, just like Facebook, own Instagram. Google also own YouTube and many other websites like that. So that whatever the ad you run on Google, it also shows on YouTube. You can target people on YouTube and all that kind of. That's the way. Similarly, that's the way it works. And then we also have Bing, which is owned by Microsoft, and we also have LinkedIn. They work the same way. So as a matter of fact, you can just copy your ad, the campaign, and link it to what you get in Bing also, and Yahoo. So all of them, you don't have to do the job again. They're already connected together. So because there are some people that they don't even like Google or Facebook. What they like is Yahoo. So they don't go to Google to search for anything. So you don't want to lose out on those ones. You can still get there. And there are so many reasons for doing that. Then, you see, marketing software is always relevant in all these things. So we sign up for marketing. Okay, that's actually so the Martex, our market software. I'll show you where it's relevant. You see, we have an integration with Google and Facebook on our marketing software. What does integration mean? Because the truth is that Google and Facebook, they only help you to find customers. They find leads, people that are showing interest, but they don't help you manage those leads. They don't help you manage relationship with those leads. They don't help you manage campaign with those leads. So there are a lot of things that Google and Facebook cannot do for your business. So you still need a software that we integrate with Facebook and Facebook and Google. So any lead that you have, then you can better manage them well within the software. So we're going to show you by the time you're running your campaign. So that's where this is still relevant. So for example, when we do our Facebook page, we're going to run an example how to set up Facebook lead form. Facebook lead form campaign, that's what I'm going to use for you, so that you're going to create a form on Facebook and you're going to run an ad where people is going to fill the form. You pay some money. You pay some money, somebody's going to submit their information. Hey, I need this thing. They become a lead, a complete stranger becoming a lead. How you can lead? You can use Facebook for lead generation. Lead is somebody that has shown interest in you. You run an ad, they click on the landing page, and from there, they submit their information. Then you come into the software, then you now follow up with them. So that's what the software the approach to we go. Then we continue. So that's actually the end of the class for today. So for next class, we're going to do introduction to Facebook ads. So we are going to really run Facebook ads. Our class which is going to send you some information so that if you have to set up your Facebook ad before then, do some connections, then we're ready to go. Then we'll do some Facebook ad. Then after we finish Facebook ad, then we'll go to do Google ads. By the time we finish Google ad, we will have covered everything you need to know about digital marketing, at a foundational level. So by then, the last class, the last day, we now run how to set up a marketing plan. So you set up a marketing plan, it's as little as we can within 2 hours, we'll do the marketing plan. Then you now become a document that will guide you to implement your idea. This is what you want to do, this is what you do. So and then you're good to go. And then you'll be improving on this day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out. And I promise I'll be there for you to guide you. And for those that want to pursue a career in digital marketing, this is a basic class. Then you still need to take advanced course in any of the specialized areas that we have identified. As you can see now, digital marketing can be said to break it down into 4 parts. Like we have search engine marketing, search marketing, social marketing, social media marketing, search engine advertising, then social media advertising. So within there are a lot of specializations that you want to specialize on or certifications you want to get. So there are so many certifications and then what the employer may be looking out for. So now we're open for question and answer before we call it a day. Any questions? No need to raise up your hand, you can just talk. Any question? Francesca Kendi, you have a question for us? No questions? Or that means nobody understands what I'm saying. If you don't ask a question, that means you do not understand. If you ask a question,
not really. I said not really. People might understand, be thinking about it.
Oh, okay.
Like trying to digest them. Yes.
I want to believe so. I want to believe so. Because the truth of the matter is, I just believe everything you understand how it works. The rest is ordinary. So that's why I'm spending time to explain how this thing works. People don't, how to do something is easier than why you are doing something. So that's why my approach is to understand why you do it, why you did that, why you did that. When you know why how to do it is ordinary. So you see that these softwares are there. There are a lot of tools that will show you how to do this, how to do that, how to do that. So that is the case. And then
so do you have to pay for the ads on Instagram as well?
Yes, you pay for them. You pay for ads on Instagram, ads on Facebook. Then also the same thing, ads on WhatsApp. All of them are managed on the same way. You can run an ad for somebody to message you on WhatsApp. You know, somebody to join your group on WhatsApp. Yeah.
So the ads, are they, because how do you compete with the small companies? How do they compete with all those big firms? So are they charged differently?
No. As far as Facebook goes, it doesn't even know whether you're a big company or small company. The same rules apply to them. That's why you can start as low as $5 for a ad. Because okay, I want to pay for a whole month. I want to pay $10. I don't want to spend more than $5. That's all I want to spend. Then you can say, okay, I want to spend like $1 million. So it's very flexible. It's very flexible. And everybody, you know, the targets are different. Whether you are a big company, small company, the audience that you want to reach is what that makes the difference. And also the size of your audience. Maybe you are selling like, I'm in Texas now. Let's say, you can target the whole of America, United States. Then you can also narrow it down, target the whole state, Texas alone. So okay, I don't want to target. Even you can also target the metroplex, the DFW metroplex. Within the DFW, there are 12 counties, you know, many cities. Then you can also narrow it down, target people within my city of Arlington. Then even within the city of Arlington, you can even target streets, people that are within Pioneer and this. Those are people that you target, just a small radius, maybe 5 miles radius from your shop. That's what people that you target. Maybe that's the kind of people that you serve. So you can imagine, it's not the effectiveness of those ads if you do it very well, and you might be only spending like maybe $5 a day. And $5, they just keep it there. See, you'll be surprised how many businesses you'll be bringing every day. Like let me give you an example. For example, I think a restaurant can use this idea. Okay, go ahead and ask your question. Francesca, ask your question. Oh, sorry. Okay, a restaurant can ask, let's say
I'm so sorry. Yeah. I was just trying to click my unmute button.
Okay.
It's more so of a contribution versus a question. Okay. Because there was a time I attempted the Facebook ad thingy, and I did not narrow down my audience to my geographical area, and I was offering a local business. I had a lot of people call me from far away, like almost 5-6 hours away, and unfortunately I couldn't fulfill them. But I was just enjoying the reach on how wide it could go. And so, I mean, I learned from that, and I realized that in the future, I just needed to narrow down my zip code and narrow down my audience, and just to, you know, make it, because I even got calls as far as Houston. So for those who are able to do like online businesses that you want to just reach people from wherever, you know, it's good to know where your audience is, and at the same time, it's good. I mean, you have an option to go as wide as you need to go.
Exactly. Thank you very much for the contribution. So the other example I want to give that you can be running, for example, like in restaurants, like you have a restaurant, like you have a restaurant, and you have a place. Okay, I will call you. Let me just finish. You have a restaurant and you have a place where somebody can come to. You can run an ad campaign targeting people that are having their birthday coming up this month or this week. Every week you can target people at their birthday. If you are within the Arlington area and you are having your birthday, why not come to my shop, restaurant, and feel special during your birthday? I have a special promo for you. Then the only thing you need to bring to claim your birthday gift is your your ID card, your driver license, you come out there, look at your birthday, it's happening this way, then you have your free gift or your discount code, you come and claim your special offer for your birthday. Maybe you sit down with your friend and you come, suppose you are running birthday, you have to book an appointment in time, then you come, then you arrange the pay for them, make them feel special, sing for them for their birthday, special birthday. You know, you can target you and imagine you, everybody, every day they will have birthday all year round. So you see that everybody in that area will actually get to know your store because you are, and then you can set up this campaign once and you forget it. And then you'll be just placing order for coming and then you'll be managing it. Now that's where our software are coming. Those people that are showing interest, you want to come, that's what they need. But then you need to schedule those appointments. You have to put them in the calendar so that they don't miss to. But you don't have that option on Facebook to book a calendar, you know, this or this, those software, they have to track them so that there won't be anything won't be mixed up. And then as they do it, somebody else is coming, then you put them on your system. Then you keep marketing to them. So that may be only strategy that you need to bring a major breakthrough for your business. Ask a question on Ms. Francesca.
I don't have any more questions. I think I was just trying to lower my hand.
Oh, okay, that's all right. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So more questions, please. Anyway, in the absence of no questions, then we'll, let me see. In the absence of no questions, then we're going to call it a day. Thank you all for coming, and I look forward to see you again on Monday. The Monday, Wednesday, and Friday we end the class. Thank you, and
thank you, sir. Have a great weekend.
And you too.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.